You're in banter mode now, where the caves are dark, the jokes are dry, and my sense of direction is legally considered a hazard. Today, we're venturing into the cherry blossom forest because nothing says inner peace like torching every shadowy hole in sight. I'll be mapping caves, lighting them up, and seeing what resources are just begging to be looted. Also, I'll be leveling up my villagers while I'm out there, because multitasking is my middle name. Right after oops. Will I find diamonds? Will I fall into lava while admiring a flower? Will I sell 3 sticks for 1 emerald and call it an economic triumph? Let's find out together, spelunkers of the soul. Light your torches, sharpen your wit. It's time to descend into the prettiest pit of danger Minecraft has to offer. So we're going to continue in the realm. We are going to continue in the realm of Banterfell. It's a hardcore world, but full disclosure, I do have backup saves, and if I die, I'll restart. So it's basically like dying is more inconvenient. Maybe later on I'll commit to a true hardcore save, but for now, here we are. So I've lit up the place. These are all torch poles. The village is secure with all this glass walls. Unfortunately, potatoes have taken over all of the farm plots. I didn't realize that would happen. I should have thought ahead and had some beets and carrots stored up, because there was beets, carrots, and potatoes variously throughout here. I wonder if I have a lot of farmers. I made sure to have a lot of farmers. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 farmers. 6, I saw a 6th one pop out here. Here's another one, 7. Or no, maybe that's not that's the Fletcher. So at least 6. But I wonder if I can do some trades for some beets. What if are they only able to trade for things that they have on hand? Or can they magically generate beets from emeralds? So as I was saying in the description, this forest over here, there's lots of little caves riddling that area. So I'm going to be searching for a lot of caves. This one wants wheat. Here's some. They want beets, though. The farmer would like to have some more beets. I saw beets, wheat, and potatoes, but that's just what they're looking for. More potatoes. So I might have to go off on some adventure somewhere to find even more beets and carrots. Some growing wild or at another village. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to get the other crops here. And then maybe I'll start to kind of section off the village so that there's like different crops at different sections. Alright, let's get situated to do some adventuring. How far are we in the day? You know what? It is past noon, so maybe I can kind of do a couple of tasks here till night, sleep, and then head out. It's taking a long time for these pumpkins to grow. All of these sprouts along the sides of these sugarcane stalks. Okay, I need a way up there, because I'm sure I'm gonna fall there that exact same way from time to time. I should put a block there as a ramp. Okay, but the sugarcane are growing quite prolifically. There's a bit of water current here. I didn't mean to have it that way, so let's start off. I got a bunch of sugar cane. Let's start off by filling up this trough. I didn't quite finish this build, it appears. I'll put a little dirt bridge here. I think maybe I'll keep that permanent. And then, okay, so I can go here to jump back up, but let's also put blocks here so I can just jump back up easily. So that's kind of poor design at this time. I wonder if maybe this will be like a 2-layer design eventually. Maybe this will be like a big house or something. I don't know. I have no idea at this time. Am I able to... I think you know, usually when I place water in these troughs here... See, I manually planted a lot of wheat here, and then the villagers replaced it with potatoes. So I'm gonna have to start, like, making secret farms for growing wheat. Maybe I'll start this farm outside of the glass wall. At first I was somewhat regretting having this farm outside of the glass wall, because I don't need additional materials to just take these walls and have them go square. They're kind of like zigzagging. They don't need to zigzag. It doesn't save materials to go diagonally because we're on a grid. So I could have easily moved those out more, but now that I see that the villagers end up taking things over with certain crop, it could be a bit of a nice thing to have my own secret wheat farm off. So here's 16 wheat outside of the village. Okay, so what do I need? I'm thinking also about fighting. Maybe I'll keep some ladders in case I need ladders. I'll probably want this dirt block. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot more, so 30 will be enough. I might want a crafting bench for some reason. Couldn't hurt. Okay, it's getting nighttime. I don't want to let things spawn. Alright, so I got 16 wheat seeds. Let's just quickly plant this off village wheat farm to get some wheat going. At least I have wheat. I have potatoes and wheat, but I really would like to have some beets and carrots as well. You know, I didn't actually scour the whole village looking for beets and carrots. I just noticed that all of the farm plots have only potatoes. So I wonder if I could, like, find some beets and carrots in a chest or something. Okay, and I guess while I'm here, I'll just propagate these. Oops. I don't have a hoe on hand. Maybe I'm just gonna ignore that. I'll place down some more potatoes since I'm here. Well, I guess this is why it was nice to have a crafting bench. Let's actually get... Nope, we don't need it, because I don't have enough wheat anyways. I have so many potatoes growing. Maybe I'll go and steal a bunch of potatoes. Let's just grab whatever potatoes have grown here. And I don't even need to, like, worry about... Is that just one? Actually, it isn't really a big deal if it is just one, because they'll just plant it back. See that villager? I'm basically just taking a couple of potatoes off that villager, because they will plant them right back. I think I'll take potatoes from like all farms. I need to start stocking up on potatoes because they do give a trade for potatoes, but you need a lot of potatoes for that trade. What is it, like 16 potatoes for 1 emerald? You're going to want to do a bunch of those. I could maybe just take all potatoes, even though a lot of those potatoes aren't fully grown. A lot of these potatoes I'm grabbing are not fully grown. I'm kind of grabbing the ones that are on like stage 2, but it appears that they don't actually have... Okay, maybe I'll just take all of them. Because, you know, if I'm taking them when they're at stage 2, it's actually just kind of slowing things down. I might as well take them at stage 1 if I only get 1 potato either way. I think I'll just clear this one out. And let's see in the chest here, does this farmer have different kind? This is not a farmer, this is the cartographer. What's this pouch thing? A bundle. Mixed stack of items. Oh, okay, so if you want a stack, but you want a stack of various different items, that's interesting. A pouch. Is there a chest in here? No. No, I don't think we have any beets or carrots. Monoculture. We are a monoculture here. I guess maybe that's for the better, because then I can just bulk up on these potatoes, bulk amounts of potatoes, and do I not have any... Oh no, I put all my stone in here. So I'm gonna make some axes. I'll need... pickaxes. Maybe 4? We're gonna need quite a few. Okay, I didn't make all 4. Let's get some more cobblestone. And how's my sword doing? Not the best. I'll make an iron sword and 1 iron pickaxe in case I find some redstone or something like that. That requires an iron pickaxe. So I only have 2 iron left, but we're about to get a lot more. I've got a bow and 64 arrows that I got from trading previously. So meat, torches, dirt for building pillars and stuff. So I think I even got some ladders that I probably don't need. Maybe my inventory is actually a little too full. Is there anything I could put away, like maybe these sticks? And I guess I'll leave this crafting bench right there. And let's head out for some coal mining. I didn't put those sticks back. What happened? Did I have 2 stacks of sticks? So I know that there's this cut into the ground. I might even just block this off. Now, what do I want to do here? Maybe I'll drop and place a block as I fall. Is this a dead end, or does it... I want to light it up before mining because I want to prevent mob spawns first of all. So there's some iron back there, but I'm going to ignore it for a moment. Now what's up there? I'm not mining coal, I'm unlocking Minecraft's ancient barbecue settings. Coal, because torches don't grow on trees unless you're burning one. Every block of coal is just a fossilized thank you from my future self. So I think I'm even going to search up here to see what's going on up here. We can start to seal this cave off from this side. So we kind of got 2 for 1 here, it appears. Later on I would have found this hole. It's almost night already. I took a little while to get all prepared and stuff, so let's just end the day already. I haven't even fully finished this path, but I'll call it a day. Let's grab this coal tomorrow. I might need to get some more entrances into the village. I kind of have to parkour every time. I wonder if I have any more... There's lots of coal in here. No more iron. So this time I'll go through the same cave as I did before, but I'll close it off behind myself. Every block of coal is just a fossilized thank you from myself in the future. People say touch grass. I say touch coal. It's warmer. I came down here to reflect, and also to torch everything, and also to ignite everything. I don't hoard coal. I pre-grieve for my furnace's future. Very resplendent coal vein there. There was abundant. That was a very abundant coal vein. Okay, this one will be next. I need to just eliminate all these itty-bitty holes everywhere. There's so many holes in the ground. Mining iron, because wood armor is a death wish in disguise. Iron, the gateway metal to feeling slightly confident. To feeling slightly competent. So it's hard to tell how dark it'll be once I close this off, so I'll just make sure to put a couple of extra torches. Maybe I needed to bring more dirt than this. I didn't realize how much I would be closing stuff off. If it's just kind of a little trap hole like that, I think I need to just cover it up. I was thinking about maybe even expanding the village into some of these caves, but if it's a kind of a ruddy cave, in my opinion, then I won't. Alright, I can hear some zombies now. We're gonna start to have to fight our way to the resources. I also heard a bow. I see multiple zombies, and there's the archer. Look at how many zombies there are there. Write 6 jokes I can tell while fighting zombies in a cave. Better start lighting it up so I don't get more zombies. Ah, yes, the cave concierge has arrived. Offering a complimentary bite to the neck. Okay, this is gonna be tough. Okay, I can just use my bow. I'm gonna use my bow on the creeper. This is why I brought so many arrows. I usually am very stingy with the arrows, but I do have kind of a good arrow farm with this, the villagers, the Fletcher. Nothing like a zombie ambush to remind me that I forgot a shield. And most of my dignity. I think I know where I am. This is a bit of a familiar little crack here in the ground. Oh, there's my life. Okay, I need to be a bit more serious because this is hardcore. Exit the world. I've got to start this area over again. Uh-oh. I need to take this more seriously. I was like looking away and stuff. See, normally when I die and it's not a hardcore world, maybe I can't just import the world and start again, but now I'm losing progress and I do feel like I need to take it a bit more seriously. Oops, I should change the name. Not, I'll hide that it's imported, kind of. Okay, so now we have to start over. I think I can do all that stuff a lot quicker now, though. I guess I won't farm all those potatoes and stuff to begin with. I think I will plant those that wheat, because the wheat is kind of important. It's a bit more mapped out now, so hopefully I can go a bit quicker. I don't think I'll use these ladders. I don't know why I brought the ladders before. I always just want to pillar with dirt. Okay, I would like to store one more thing. Maybe I can put the wood in with these other blocks. These are like building blocks, so I'll put wood in there. Yep, that's actually where they belonged. So, sword, bow, blocks, meat, torches. Maybe I'll want even more torches. 2 stacks. Alright, I'll quickly plant this wheat. I think I'll just hold on to the potatoes that I'm going to be grabbing. Alright, there we go. Now to just do what I had already done. Oh, I thought I had a lot more pickaxes. Where did my pickaxes go? Okay, I'm gonna have to get some more pickaxes. Oh well, now I can put my potatoes away too. I think I didn't place enough sticks. I placed enough cobblestone for 4 pickaxes, but not enough sticks. That must have been the mistake. There we go, now it's all built. And we're all set to go. Actually, I have more sticks. I don't need these sticks anymore. So I have a pretty empty inventory for all this. I want to try something out. I've been gaming a lot lately, and I made a Python script that I think I can use to hold keys down. I might be able to do this. I think I can go Alt W. Alt Q and then click. Does that hold it down? It's still kind of a work in progress. There we go. So I'm not clicking, hands free. That's something I wanted. I always like to I don't like to hold keys down for a long period of time. I've been doing a lot of gaming lately, and I've been noticing my fingers are getting a little bit worn down. I don't think this is really cheating, because it's not like a combo or something. It's just an ergonomics thing, so hopefully I'm doesn't count like I'm cheating or anything. If anything, it does make me a little bit more clumsy. And it's just a kind of a health choice for the longevity of my finger joints. If that counts as cheating, I think I would be willing to do a little bit of cheating to protect my fingers. Oh, there's still a bit more back here. So in case you're wondering how I did that, I actually needed to buy myself a Arduino Teensy, and it's a USB device, and it is acting as a physical keyboard. That was the only way I could figure out how to get that to work, because I think the operating system blocks me from holding keys down. I can only figure out how to program with Python or any other, like C++. I can only do it if it's a momentary key press. Okay, it's actually well into the night. I was in there far too long. I think video games need to incorporate holding down keys a lot more, like auto walk type things. It'll make video games a little bit more complicated with the keys that you press, but it's a matter of health. So now I kind of know what's going on with this cave. I'll start to seal it up as I go. This will be a lot quicker this time. And normally I wouldn't seal it up because what if that's my only exit? I thought I would need to seal it up on the way out. But it's a loop. That could have been a bad decision if there's some mob spawns in here that are dangerous. This is not too dangerous. I think I'll be fine. That actually was a bit dangerous. So each time you see me throw my pickaxe and then just start going for a little time, that's when I've turned on my sticky key. I haven't been using it very much, but I'm not using my hands right now. So that's kind of cool. And then I hit exit to stop. Okay, I'm still getting used to this whole sticky key thing, hotkey technique. For some reason, if I look at my clock, then it stops working. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to slaughter this cow. Cow is just in a terrible placement. Looked like that cow was trapped in that little hole anyways, so I just put it out of its misery instead of painstakingly rescued it. Okay, so that's one loop done. I can carry on. I kind of started this next cave, but I haven't gotten too far. It's now noon. I'm glad I have my clock here to tell me what time it is, because I can start to try to get to bed before the villagers are jeopardized. If you don't get to bed on time, then the villagers start to be a bit jeopardized from the zombies spawning. I hear a skeleton. I'm not seeing where that's coming from. There it is. Okay, this is a really scary skeleton positioning. This thing could really get me. Okay, I was worried that thing would knock me off a cliff. Maybe in a case like that, I need to... wow, this is a scary spot. Maybe I need to, like, start building really quickly. Building some, like, safety walls or something. They don't even drop brains, just vibes and groans. At this point, I think they're less undead and more unemployed. Okay, and then there's a creeper on my left. This is gonna be a bit risky. Okay, survived. I did survive. This is a really scary spot, especially for a hardcore player such as myself. I might have to do this a bunch of times if I keep dying here. Okay, I'm back to full health though, so we are in a safe spot for a moment. But stuff keeps spawning. And we are by a cliff here. And here's another death. Another hardcore death. Okay, so maybe I need to challenge this place first. Or maybe even just, like, not. Maybe I just need to, you know what? I think that I need to just give up on that one. Let's import. I think I'm gonna, like, I might have to come up with some kind of slower approach to a place like that. Maybe some good enchanted gear where I can dish out some damage a lot faster. So I guess what I'll do is I'll place a door there. And I'm going to skip the places that I already did. I know that little loop is kind of easy, so I will start to place... I kind of thought maybe that one death was like a one-off unlikely thing. Maybe we're going to see some more deaths, and I need to think like, let's just do the hard stuff first. I'll do the hard stuff first and do the easy stuff last, because I need to lock in those successes. So gearing up. I didn't grab the cobblestone I need. Okay, and just like that, I think we're back in action. I'm getting actually very quick at this part too. Now, how can I be a bit more safer? I think rather than getting like more skilled, if I die over and over, I'll get more skilled. But I would rather take some kind of slower approach where I feel like I would still start to get skilled anyways. So for now, I know that this one cave is gonna be really hard, so I'm gonna put a door there. I'll make a bunch of doors actually. So doors are gonna be a bit of a security measure. I think that'll help with hiding. So I know there's a lot of coal here. I know there's a little loop over there. And I definitely know that this is a scary spot here. So I guess I'll put the doors here. Okay, so that is gonna be, I'll put a pin in that. I'll think about that later. How am I gonna do that safer? Now I'm gonna start looking into these dungeons. Some of these looked a little bit more accessible because they were like open caves. If a cave is kind of open, there's more room to like fight and maneuver and do some smart thing slowly challenge the zombies. But if I'm in a kind of a cramped corridor and there's cliffs everywhere, it gets a bit hectic. Okay, easiest cave of my life. Not even anything going on in there. Now, I was getting shot at by skeletons in all of these little crevices, and now they seem to be a bunch of nothing burgers. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. That was only 2. Here's one. See, this is another one that this looks like that could be tough. I'm gonna keep looking around. The maneuver might be to just cover up some of these. It's almost night already. Okay, this is not too bad of a shape. It is kind of just a path down. It's almost nighttime. Okay, maybe I can just quickly light this one up before night and then rush back. Okay, I didn't complete it. This looks quite extensive. This is where it gets scary. This kind of sharp hole. I think it's just about nighttime, or it already is nighttime based on my clock. So let's get back to bed. I think I'll carry on with this one. This one looks not too bad. Maybe I'll put a torch here to mark it. This is another interesting cave. Is that just a little loop? Caves. Everywhere there's little caves in the hole. This whole area is like a wasp nest. Hello on Zethion on Kick. Sorry, I missed your comments earlier. I hear some villagers getting hurt. What happened? I didn't get to bed early enough, it appears. Hopefully I didn't actually lose any villagers. We do have a lot of crop and a lot of villagers, so hopefully if I did lose anyone, they'll come back. Lots of beds, lots of food. I think I'm gonna check this one out a bit more. This one looks easy. I don't mine iron. I collect disappointment insurance. I collect disappointment insurance. Okay, this was an easy cave. I'll just leave it alone. Okay, here's the one from before that was starting to get a bit difficult. Maybe I'll go this other way. This is not looking too bad. It's not much of a cliff. It's just a squishy area. I saw some iron earlier. I'll come back for that. Is this the way I saw before? No, I think this is a different area. I'm entering an area I haven't even been to. This is another place. Where am I? So I think this is where I entered before. There's the torch. So let's go back here and grab that iron. Each iron vein is just a love letter from Minecraft's crust. You know it. Whoa. You know it's real when your pickaxe squeals with excitement. Okay, so that was kind of a hard cave solved, I'd say. What about this side? I didn't complete this side of this crack of a cave. Okay, I'm gonna light up ahead and then come back for the coal I'm finding to prevent mob spawns. Is this gonna be another entrance? Yep. There's another entrance. I think I'll go back there in a moment. Yeah, I wanted to see... Whoa, dangerous. Gravel collapse. So I think I've got this one cave turned into 3, kind of. Maybe I should put something here. You know what? I'm just gonna cover this up. Oh, I remember seeing this earlier. No, you know what? I think this might be interesting. Maybe I'll turn this into some kind of underground living space for villagers or something. I don't know, but let's light it up instead of covering it up. Okay, now I can hear zombies. Things are about to get dangerous. Actually, this is a nice encounter. I can choose when I fight. I'm not fighting zombies. I'm interrupting a very enthusiastic cave flash mob. A very enthusiastic cave flash mob. It's starting to get a bit late, and I'm running... No, I still have half my torches. This is a bit of a maze now. Which spots am I actually able to walk? Turns it into a bit of a maze. Luckily, I think I'm better at navigating these sorts of mazes than zombies are. So maybe I'm okay. I don't even know if this is treacherous or not. Okay, so here's a dead end. So I will start to mine coal now. This cave runs on vibes, bad decisions, and a coal-based economy. It's almost nighttime, though. I think I've gone far enough. Oh no, a creeper. This is bad. This is really bad. That was actually not too bad. That's kind of something I needed to think about doing, clearing out some more space here. As long as I don't take on any damage, that actually helped. It's funny how creepers sometimes help a lot. I'm just trying to get back to bed at this point, though. Because it's just turning night. Maybe it's a little bit too late. I was a bit slow. I need to return home a little bit earlier, I think. I need to be a little bit safer because I did hear that villager getting harmed earlier. That was not a good fencing, I noticed. That was only a one high hop. Mobs can navigate there. Uh-oh. What should I do about that? I see a kid villager there. I wonder if that's the replacement for whoever died. Before we carry on, I want to just take a quick break, a standing up break. Hey, if you've been watching this whole time, this is your cue. Let's all do a group stretch. Synchronize your spines. I'm just going to take a 30-second break for some blood flow. I wonder if what I really should be doing is maybe not even using a bow, but having a whole bunch of crossbows that are all locked and loaded. I wonder if that would be a better thing. I'm a little bit tempted to like export my save at this time because I have made some progress, but I think this is about the difficulty level that I'm looking for. If I die at this point, I have to start the live stream save over. I don't want to start the whole game over. I don't want to start like the last 15 minutes over. I'm gonna try to take my deaths a little bit seriously, but not ruin my whole day over it. So I need to try to secure this area. There was a spider here yesterday, in-game yesterday. Okay, now we can get in and out. I kind of hope this is a dead end. I'm very scared of these areas. Okay, better than a dead end. We have a way back. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can shoot this creeper from a safe distance. Okay, things are going quite well though, because now we have a way out. This area is secured. I can start to mine it a bit. Is this whole cave secured? This is kind of one of those challenging caves, and it looks to be secured. Success. Whoa, that was scary. I need to be mindful of this gravel. I've never really had any issues with gravel before, but now I'm seeing how it could be problematic. My diet? Mostly iron-rich and anxiety-fueled. I think I'm going to tell that joke once again because one iron block is a little bit disappointing. Coal is Minecraft's way of saying, "You still need me." I mine coal the way grandmas collect stamps, collect coupons excessively and with conviction. This is a very interesting type of maze here. It's kind of like a one thick, it's all like one space, but just to be able to get to where you want to go is a bit of a maze. Interesting. I mine coal the way grandmas collect coupons. Excessively and with conviction. You can't spell cozy cave life without a little combustion. Found coal. Time to light up my inventory and my hopes. I have not fully searched this maze of a crack in the whole ground. This whole crack navigating business is almost like a whole new mode of minecrafting. I'm used to like mine shafts or wide open caves. I care so little for the copper. You know what, I'll collect this copper. I do care very little for copper though, honestly. I think I just should get enough. I should get like, you know, a certain... I need to get like 20 or so. 20 so that I can make like a magnifying, to make a periscope or whatever you call those. Okay, I wanted to tell a joke while I killed that zombie, but it was just a little bit too fast-paced, and I didn't want to take a risk. Fun fact, Okay, that was almost a death. That was a really quick one. That zombie had an axe, a very dangerous axe. I almost want to place like a door here. This is where things seem to get a bit scary, so I'll put a door here. And I do see the cave is like fanning out here, so that's actually a reasonable place for a door. Okay, this is scary. This is so scary. Oh my god. My health is not back yet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I meant to hit right click to eat food, but it opened that door. Okay, you know what? Forget this. This is a scary cave. I think I'm too scared to try that one for now. Especially with 4 hearts missing. I've got to just navigate my way back to the surface. It's starting to get close to night also, so maybe I'll map out some more places that I'll look. Maybe this is a good... I do have a couple of hours here. I'll finish this easy cave that I have already done twice. This is just such a small cave. I'll just seal it all up as I go. You know what, I don't know if I gave myself enough time for this, because it's going to be nighttime by the time I get out of here. Maybe I could use my iron pickaxe for a bit more speed. I don't think I will. There's a good amount of iron here. So last time there was some zombie. Okay, and we've got a creeper this time. How about some arrows for this creeper? Can I get it? Nice. This is, I actually put myself in a bit of a risky position here, and I don't think I gave myself enough time to do this before night, but I can just leave. Time to leave. It's now nighttime. And I'll finish it the rest of the way tomorrow. This one's a bit of an easy one. Maybe I can start to think about that harder one from before. Have I learned any lessons? Maybe, I don't know, maybe I need more doors. Maybe the lessons I've learned is use doors more to kind of choose your battles. We need to choose our battles in Minecraft. But where would I put some doors? I'm thinking about the shape of that challenging cave. Could be an even bigger loss if I do actually try that one. Okay, so I just learned something. So I've got, as I said earlier in the live stream, I've got a bit of a device to help me with holding down the mouse buttons or any key press. I can just hold it down constantly. Like currently I'm going no hands, hands free, just holding down the mouse button. Hopefully this doesn't count as cheating to anyone, because it's mostly just about not hurting my fingers too much from holding these keys down. But what I learned is if I change which item I'm using, then it stops the effect of that I'm trying to achieve. Because if I, for example, hold down my mouse button, just the way Minecraft works, if you hold your mouse button down, like you're digging or something, I'll dig here and I'm holding down. If I spin the mouse wheel to a different item, it cancels that. it cancels the mouse button held down. The mouse button held down won't work that way. Okay, so we now have some of these easier caves all mined out. Okay, no, actually we do have this one again. The cave that I found lower down, I think is about as challenging as the cave to my right here. I don't know if you remember that, but there's a cave right around here that I just put doors instead of trying to clear it all out. And so I think if I do want to carry on, I think I'll carry on to that harder cave, and I'll try to place some more doors to funnel the enemies and have like places I can run back to. Maybe I should even put some like slabs down. You can put down a half block slab and make like little slots that you can shoot arrows through. Maybe I should even do some stuff like that. Especially now that I have full health, I might be a little bit safer. I might be able to do this. I just need to be kind of... I don't know if it's a matter of skill. I don't think I've improved my skill very much. But I think if I just kind of go slow, maybe I can make it through. And I'm down to 11 torches, so I better replenish and store what I've so far harvested. Six doors for some tricky maneuvers. Okay, these sugarcane are all maxed height, so I better harvest the sugarcane. I'm starting to commit a bit more. All of the easy caves are all done. And a death here would be a big loss, and I'm about to do something challenging. So that's what hardcore is all about. Hopefully this is starting to get exciting for you, because this could be a big loss coming up. We have a challenging cave, a hardcore character. It's now like an hour and a half work that we're putting at stake here. Oh, I didn't fill the trough up with water, though. I'm going to put that water in the trough as like the last thing today. That'll be my victory lap. What do I need? So, I think I just need some more chests, because this is all full. Let's make 2 more chests. I don't know what I'll categorize this as. I really should come up with something a bit more organized for my chests, because it's so weird that I have my chests on the roof. The reason why I've placed my chests on the roof is because then the villagers can't take my stuff. I guess this one will be the greenery chest. I have beetroot seeds. And I have carrots. I didn't know I had carrots and beetroot seeds. Okay, so I'm totally... I thought I might have to go off on some big journey to find beetroots and carrots. That's a big bonus. So this one will be my greenery. Anything vegetal. Any vegetal type thing will go in this new chest. I have a lot of flowers and things. Flowers and saplings. It's surprising. It's surprising the variety of different kinds of shrubs and stuff there are. So 17 copper, that's probably all I'm going to want for a long time, actually. I don't really like copper very much. I don't find it to be very useful. So I think I'm going to just kind of have that many, because I know there's like a periscope. I don't really know what to do. Maybe I just don't know what to do with copper. Is there some useful things? I haven't found any very useful recipes that call for copper. It's like strictly for a periscope. Okay, and do we need more pickaxes? I only used up one pickaxe so far. Because I'm not really doing any strip mining, I'm just kind of harvesting the coal and the iron, so I think I'm good on that. Oops, I really need a full health bar for this stuff. Do I want some more zombie jokes? I think I'm good on zombie jokes. It's such a tense moment, I really need to be, like, focused. Okay, time to bring my A game. Whoa. I'm glad I placed a torch there, because that could have been some gravel cave-in damage. I can already hear the monsters. So, should I kind of try to be super safe? I could, like, shoot this zombie before even going any further. But I think I don't really need to. The zombies are not really the hazard here. It's really creepers and skeletons shooting me that I'm most afraid of. I kind of don't want. I do have a lot of arrows, but I still don't even want to use them up, because I know stuff runs out quick in this game. Whatever it is, you are gonna want a lot more. So maybe even here, is this a good spot for a door? Maybe even right here is another door spot. I'll just cover it all up. Yeah, okay, this is creepers coming in hot. Zombies coming in hot. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. This is bad. Okay. That was cool. The creeper fell down that cliff. We got some zombies streaming in. Uh-oh. I still have only 2 hearts of damage. Not so bad. I've got the high ground. So that is a good spot for a door, in my opinion. Okay. And I fell down the hole myself. Uh-oh. This is looking very grim. Very grim creeper there. Okay, we made it. Or did we? Here's the creeper. Not bad. That was mostly knockback. Was that, like, entirely knockback? Because I have only 2 hearts of... Oh no, here's a skeleton. I'm trying to set up these doors, and it's... there keeps being some more problems. I know there's another skeleton there. Where'd that other... There it is. Okay. Now, how about that door? I'm definitely wanting some security here. Okay, so now we have kind of a checkpoint here. If I can just get to this point, I now am safe as houses, as they say. But it's kind of a door to a cliff because of that creeper. So now how about... Okay, we're all connected back up. Hopefully all of the threats have just came... Okay, it's now night. You know what? Let's go to bed. It's actually middle of the night. I was very distracted here. Maybe if I'm going to be using these doors, I also need an axe, because I thought a pickaxe would be a bit faster than that. And we could have some dangers topside now that it's the middle of the night. I think I saw a Enderman. There's a creeper on my right. I'm just running. That could be some... I think that's a hole I'm going to have to patch up tomorrow. Or will it not matter? Okay, hopefully the village is safe. We do have lots of walls and an iron golem. And stuff like that. I did hear some villager getting hurt there. Let's have a look around. Is everybody safe? Yeah, we do have lots of villagers to replenish. If there was a death, we're not doing too bad. Okay, so where did that creeper blow up? Right here. You know what? This is kind of organic looking. We can just kind of leave that. Should I have made an axe? Maybe I should have made an axe, but I'm already in here. I kind of want to just hope... Like, I don't know how the... I don't know what the exact rules are for mob spawning, but I just know I want to get these torches down ASAP. Like, maybe once I went to sleep, things despawned. I don't know. Is that how it works? But I did go a ways away, and I don't want to have another stream of mobs running in. A conga line of death. Okay, this is a nice cave. Very, like... I wouldn't even mind having a fight here. Okay, maybe in this spot. This is where it's a bit risky, but it's also no mobs. See, I think this is what you want. You need to go into a cave and just rush those torches in before the mobs can even spawn. This is going well. See, I'm kind of having to dig to move. That's not ideal. That's what gives the mobs a chance to spawn. I like to just run in and torch, torch, torch. Is this top side again? Looks like a loop. I'm starting to see some grass. Okay, you know what? Is it time to start... I don't use torches to see. I use them to emotionally... I use them to emotionally brace myself. Every time I find coal, a creeper decides it's performance time. I also like that this cave is not a maze, it's just a path. That makes things a heck of a lot easier. This was like the easy path after I cleared out that crack. Coal, powering existential dread and smelters from day one. Powering existential dread and coal and smelters since day one. Minecraft coal is like emotional support gravel, but useful. Okay, so this whole thing is closed off, so I think what I'll do is, if this is like complete, I like to kind of put a sort of pillar here. You can kind of see some cracks and stuff. A pillar kind of means it's done. I don't know why I would go that way. Who needs therapy when you've got fire starting rocks? This could be another door spot. We are starting to see some dangers, so can I just like place a door right there? Okay, I am like locked myself in. Can I get out? That was a bad door placement. Okay, so maybe where would I put it? Here? I like to have some flat ground on either side of the door. There we go. So now it's all walled off from either side. What do I do? This is kind of... Yeah, there. Now let's fully cover this whole area up. Okay, so a little bit of landscaping for safety there. Now we can channel things for some safety. Oh, and where's that skeleton? There they are. Okay, I like to fight this skeleton melee. If it wants to come up close, that's nice. So before, I liked that I had rushed into the cave and none of the mobs had spawned yet, but the opposite problem is going on right here. Whoa, they can knock that down? I didn't know that. Okay, we're in a lot of danger here. Okay, I gotta place this door quick. Do that all once again. Okay, we're back to safety. I didn't know that they could knock doors down. Since when did that patch in? I'm a bit of an... Okay, you know what? I can't... I gotta just go back home, I think, because my health is way too low. Maybe I can eat and mine here to get my health back. Wait. I don't always dig down, but when I do, I strike carbon. If coal had a fan club, I'd be the president and sole member. Okay, a bit of my health is back. I'm kind of worried. I don't know if this is going to be enough. We got lots of zombies and a creeper. Okay, let's... I don't know. How am I even going to do this? This is a scary place. Do I need to come at a different angle? Like, that's, maybe I can, like, do some kind of thing, like, just leave a ways away, forget about this area for a while, and get, like, a respawn. Okay, here's a creeper. Uh-oh. This could be dangerous. I don't like running upstairs away from a creeper, because I can't go as fast as I would like. Okay, it looks like we made it, though. Maybe I can shoot that creeper from the roof. What am I looking for? I could use some bamboo. Does this trader have bamboo? Tropical fish. Nope, no need. I don't need anything from this traveling merchant. Now, can I see this creeper from my roof? Yes, I can. Okay, time for bed, because I'm seeing some other things spawning, and I can't see that creeper anymore. I think I should just try some easier caves now. I know there's an abundance of caves around. That zombie isn't burning. Is that because it has a gold helmet? Does gold protect zombies from sun? Okay, here's this creeper from before. Or maybe it's a new one, I don't know. This is a bit of a different location. It, like, doesn't even know where it's getting shot from. Okay, there, it disappeared. Gunpowder. I have lots of inventory space, so I'll just start to look back around these cherry blossoms for some caves. Is this a cave? This looks like an easy cave. Is this not even really a cave? It's like just a bit of a overhang, or I don't know, what, a little bit of a cave. If Cole had a fan club, I'd be the president and sole member. And sole member. I'd quit coal, but then my furnace files for unemployment. Here's a big cave. I'm almost, I shouldn't have even been running that fast, it seems. That was a close one. I almost ran off the cliff here. How am I gonna get in here safely? This is... Okay, here's the way. Now let's do the torch rush. Okay, I can't get them and they can't get me. Actually, I can use my bow. Okay, this is a good time to just try to play it safe. These are a lot of zombies. Zombies are pretty easy to fight. But if we can play it safe, why not? Okay, creeper, I don't want to deal with that. It can't reach me, can it? Okay. Okay, that was not bad. Just some knockback. That's kind of actually what I needed to get a bit more of a staircase in here. Now, if there isn't, if that's all, that'll be great. Is that a creeper off in the distance? Maybe I can get this creeper on the way over. As it runs to me... Yeah, there's a... It was getting interrupted, kind of, falling down cliffs. This is a nice cave. This was a nice challenge, kind of a level challenge here. I liked that challenge, and now it's over. That was a nice little modular cave. Unfortunately, it didn't have the rich iron veins that I would like. I didn't no iron at all, in fact. Nice challenge, not the best reward. 2 coal veins, that's it. And half of the challenge is not falling off that cliff. The cliff of an entrance. Maybe I should put like some kind of fence there or something. Alright, moving on. This is kind of the cusp of the end of my kingdom. Maybe this is a good place for a big wall. I think I'll go up to this point. From all the way to the village, all the way to here. At some point I'll put a wall along these cliff edges. Okay, this was the interesting maze cave. I forget if I fully finished it. I think there might be some different path. There might be a pathway or two that I might be able to take. Like, isn't this the one where it kind of fanned out? Yeah, I think there's a chamber in that cave that kind of fans out. But I will, I think I'm gonna keep on looking. It's now past noon. Do I need to think about... I don't think I need to think about returning home yet. But I won't go too far into any kind of maze and any kind of cave here, because it is getting a little bit past less than half of a day left. Okay, I'm seeing some torches, so this is a place that I've searched before, but I think I haven't searched everywhere, have I? Maybe I have. This is just kind of a random... Oh, here it is. Is this opening up? Nope. What is that? Is that... That's not diamond, is it? That's like emerald or something. I didn't know you could mine... Wow, I didn't know you could mine emerald. I thought literally the only place to get emerald was from the villagers. I've literally never found emerald that way before. That was a first for me. Oh, it's nighttime. Better get back. This will be the last vein. It's a little bit later than I would like, but you know what, I think I did make the right call, because I do want to tie up that loose end there. That cave is now like fully searched out. This is where zombies can follow me through. That's a hole in the wall. I need to make that a bit taller. Or dig the dirt down. I'll probably dig the dirt down there. All right, I'm gonna take a 30-second break. Time to stand up, stretch it out, and remember, we're not just floating brains yet. Okay, there's a chat I want to ban here on Twitch. How do I do this? Okay, I'm a little confused about that interface. Just before I do this quick break, here we go. Some advertising. Blood flow check. Legs don't fail me now. And you, dear viewers, consider joining the wobbly party. All right, ready to go. Now, I would really like to get quite a bit more iron. How much iron? I think I had 20. I'm looking forward to getting a lot more iron if possible. 23 iron. Lots of coal. Not actually, you know what? Actually, not that much coal. I could do with, I think I've got a lot more mining to go. So maybe new caves. I think I don't want to search that cave that fans out. Maybe that, well, you know, that might be where the iron is. You have to kind of go a bit deeper down for more iron. That might actually be the place to go. Mind you, these caves in general, I kind of don't like the way these caves are laid out in this biome. I mostly wanted to clear them for the security of my village. So maybe I'll search broader for caves. Expand out. Maybe the opposite side of this plateau. Is this a cave? I think this is a cave. Is this a cave I've searched? It doesn't actually look searched. I don't see any torches. Ooh, here's some iron. My diet? Mostly iron-rich and anxiety-fueled. I think the last time I think I already said that joke, but it might not have been the best telling for whatever reason. Iron for when you want to almost feel safe. What just happened? Okay, I survived it. I'm so surprised I survived that. Okay, what's the move here? Keep going? I think I want to get through the torch placement. That was some gravel attacking me. This is an interesting... This is a totally different type of cave. A vertical shaft. I knew about the kind of broad, typical cave that's like a broad kind of channel. Then today I learned about these cracks, and now I'm seeing what it's like if there's kind of a vertical shaft, more like a very sharp vertical shaft cave. The first type of cave that's kind of like a channel is clearly the safest. Whoa, did that zombie take out the torch? My sword is starting to get a bit damaged. I do have a backup sword, but it's a stone one. We're playing it really risky here, just going deeper and deeper. Okay, but it panned out. We now reached the end. The torches are all placed. I think everything will be safe. I do have to dig my way out down that big fall. Maybe something can spawn. I had a big fall there, so is there a dark spot where stuff can spawn there? Possibly. Did I see any iron, though? There was some iron earlier that I mined it all out. But I don't think there might not be any more iron here. Just some coal. Well, at least that was a success. I guess we'll call that a success. I didn't die. I cleared out this area. Here's some more coal. Just 2 coal? Ooh, is that andesite or something? I think I'll just huck this andesite down. Yep. You know what? I don't think I'm even gonna come back this way. Maybe I could have used that andesite as a pillar. Because I think I'll just pillar my way out of here. And just seal it up for good. I'm not going to try to make it accessible. Yeah, this one is definitely used up. That was just a straightforward tube. So I've already finished this cave. Oh, there's some coal down there, though. Let's grab the... I guess I didn't... Okay, here's some iron too. If coal is a hug, iron is a stern pat on the back. Okay, is this cave loop all harvested out? Coal up there. Hard to access that coal. I think I will take the time because, as I observed earlier, I do kind of need coal too. Still not as much coal as I would like. Now, how am I gonna do this? Do I want to have something permanent or just pillar up? I think I'll just pillar up to the roof. Is that all the coal there? Yep, looks like it's all cleared out. So, I think I think there is something to playing hardcore that makes me a little bit more careful. Oh, it's the middle of the night. Maybe I'm not so careful. But I do think I have learned a lot today about doors and things. Normally, I just haphazardly rush in and die over and over and never learn anything at all. Okay, so I think I'll search out a bit more in whatever this direction is, this way, because there is some... there's a broken portal over there. I think there might be some more caves and stuff on the way along this cliff face. You know what? Maybe I should make some more pickaxes and stuff, because I'm on my last stone pickaxe, and maybe another sword too. probably, I think I'll just need 2 more pickaxes, stone pickaxes, and 1 more sword. And while we're at it, I'm gonna need some more torches. There's the new sword. I almost don't want to run out of, like, if the sword breaks in mid-combat, that's scary. I might, I have a blast furnace. I could put iron items like this to get, to melt it down into a iron nugget. Okay. Store everything back up. I could use some more dirt. It's funny, even though I'm digging, I'm kind of running out of dirt. So let's, maybe I only need 32 though. Actually, you know what, I'll take the 43. Okay, and I'll search more this way. Here's a cave. That looks quite... I see some torches, so let's just cover this up. This is a bit of a hazard, and I do see that that cave was searched, so there's not going to be any resources. Is that a cave? I see some stone on the... Maybe this is also a cave. No. Just exposed stone. But I should check if this is a cave. Nope. Here's some caves. Not a cave. So these are somewhat unnecessary because I'm mostly trying to secure my area. I think the best way to get iron and coal and everything is by just digging a deep mine shaft into the ground and finding a cave that's not exposed to the surface. And I think we won't have these really risky cave formations either in the deep. I guess there are some, I've ran into some very treacherous lava water, like water that pushes you into lava and stuff like that does occur. And lots of big cracks in the ground that are also quite scary. And dangerous, of course. Scary for being dangerous. This is turning into a bit of a nothing burger. I'm starting to hear zombies, which is worrisome. Okay, a bit of coal. There's a bit of coal back there. Oh, is this some caves? I think I'll go back and grab that coal and keep searching over here. Oh, some more coal. Hello, Idiot Gaming on Kick. Okay, so I'm a bit curious about what these other caves are. These ones looked interesting. This one is already depleted and not much going on in here. So over here, what's going on over here? Are these some good caves? Did I see a glimpse of iron? No, I don't think so, but this is a good cave entrance. This is the type of cave I like. A nice, steady channel cave. I want to try to be a bit safe and use my bow. Maybe I'll get a couple of swings in. There we go. Coal there. I'll skip that coal till I get some torches down. Did I hear some lava? This is an interesting cave formation and kind of a safe shape. Some more coal. I'm doing well today. This is like gonna be a trap for these zombies, isn't it? Could be a trap for me too if I'm not careful. Okay, this is the big risk of this type of channel cave is getting lost. And not to mention the mobs. I might be, you know what? It's starting to get a bit late in game, so maybe I will call it a day already. This is looking to be an interesting cave. I'm excited to explore this more. Maybe I'll find some iron. That's what I'm really hoping to find. How am I going to get back here? This is going to be a bit of a climb. A little bit lost here. I'm a bit far out. Okay, here we are. There's the village. That was good timing for me to come back. I'm coming back just at nightfall. Zombies showing up. Okay, maybe a little bit earlier would have been better. Alright, now straight path to this classic cave, I'll call it. The classic type of shape of cave. How do I get back here safely? Yes, this is definitely the right way. We're almost there. Okay, here's a new entrance. Lots of entrances. Okay, here we go. Back in action. Let's see where this waterfall leads. Actually, no, this looks a bit more promising. So I could very easily get lost here. Okay, so this is a dead end. So on dead ends like this, at the entrance to the dead end, I like to put a pillar. Like that. Not fully blocked off, but that's kind of like not a promising lead. Especially because there is still some copper there. This is burning up my torches quite quickly. Another dead end. Okay, here's some iron. Does this go up? Yeah, it does. Interesting. Whoa. I didn't choose the iron life. The iron life shoved me into lava. I think I can hear some mobs, so I need to be a bit careful here. That bat can damage me. Dead end. Well, at least that's less to search now. Okay, somehow I managed to only take half a heart there. Was I healing as I was taking damage, or what? Okay, let's go deeper for some more iron. I hear some skeletons, so this is a bit scary. This is a good place for a door. Let's put a door here. Something like that. I wonder if you can, you know, I didn't know mobs can break down doors. I didn't know that until today. I wonder if you can like make iron doors then. Can they break down iron? So I think what happened here is I see some arrows and no skeleton, and I did hear a skeleton earlier. So I think what happened was the skeleton shot a zombie, and then the zombie killed the skeleton for me. So that helps. Let's see if we can go deeper. It's now noon. I have plenty of time to search. Poison is really bad. I'm gonna take a lot of damage here. I need some milk. Okay, is this gonna be death? Oh, wow. And that's my whole save. Exit world. Wow. Ooh, what am I gonna do? That was a lot of loss. I should have just ran earlier. I need to take these guys a lot more seriously. Delete that world. What can I do? That's a big loss. I don't know what to say. That was 2.5 hours. That one was not the most lucrative for iron. I wish I remembered where the iron is. We're back here. Okay. What can I do differently? Just run away from witches faster. I did place that door. I was being very careful with the doors. I should have just ran away and hid behind that door. Too confident. I didn't realize that the potions actually did damage on top of poison. I was kind of hoping, and I risked my whole hardcore life on hoping that the witch would only do poison damage. So, lesson learned. Very challenging, rough lesson to learn. So, where was the most iron? You know what? I'm going to be editing this episode and figuring out where all the jokes are. Maybe I can pinpoint where most of that iron is and spend not as much time finding the iron. I think I'll carry on for a little while at least. Maybe I just yeah, I'll get some of the iron back. I need to get like how much iron do I need? Maybe I'll get like 23 iron and I don't know. I'm just trying to decide still. What will I do? I think this could be the lesson that I could be learning today is that I need to really just make my own success here with these caves. The caves are kind of very dangerous. I need to just make a deep mining mining shaft and get my minerals in those deeper caves. Maybe I should bring some milk. Some milk. In case I find another witch. So, oh yeah, I better make an iron pickaxe. Although I kind of know I'm not going to find... Oh, I could grab that emerald. I know exactly where an emerald is. Let's grab that emerald. Torches, lots of torches. Bow here. I actually do kind of want this axe for breaking any doors that I realize I don't need. Okay, so I'll grab the emerald. I know exactly where an emerald is, and I'll grab some of these iron patches. I think there's like 8 iron here. This is a really easy iron location. So I'm going to clear it out quickly, first of all. So there's the iron. There we go. I didn't choose the iron life. The iron life shoved me into lava. Every time I smelt iron, I smell progress. I mine iron like I'm crafting a rusty empire. Well, on the plus side, at least I get to say my jokes again. Because I kind of was hoping to get a lot more jokes than I think I've gotten through already. The iron is too rare for me to cover all the jokes I wanted. Oops, looks like I went way too late, didn't I? Okay, should I fill this in? I think I will just fill this in really quickly. Hopefully, I see some skeletons right on my side there, and there's a spider. Looks like we're good, though. So I think one of the hardest things it's going to be hard for me to remember which things I have mined and which things I died after mining. So I'm headed straight to an emerald. I know exactly where an emerald is. And I'll also grab some iron that I know about too. Is it here? It's kind of hard to tell caves apart. I think this might be it. Yeah, this is looking promising. Here it is. 2 emeralds, in fact. I guess I might as well mine this coal here, because I really do need a lot of coal. Wow, this is a really good... I'm glad I chose to mine this one. This is a lot of coal. Yeah, you know, honestly, I was taking that loss a little bit hard internally, because that was like 2.5 hours of work, but you know what? At least I didn't, like, you know, lose a structure I built or something. This is just some kind of resource that I will always be seeking out. Not really, kind of, I don't know, build loss. Not a design loss. It's not that big of a deal. It's funny that after all of these really challenging vertical shafts and what else are what other challenges did I face today? The kind of diagonal this thing right here. Whatever that is, a crack, diagonal crack, seems very challenging to me. And then in one of those, I think I got overconfident or something, because I could have easily ran away from that witch. And I didn't. I even had a door. I could flee to the door I made. I guess maybe I wasn't overconfident if I was making doors and stuff. So, was this a good find? I don't think there was that many iron in there. I think what I'm gonna do next up is and you know, I didn't even plan this. It just is, honestly, I don't think I'm getting as much as I hoped I would get. I thought I would get a lot more iron today, so... And I don't even really have a goal for the iron. I thought I would get like 100 iron. I'd really mine it out and, you know, get a lot of iron. But I only have 12. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to build my stairway to the lower levels. Now, what will maybe I'll even decorate it a little bit. No, let's not decorate it quite yet. Let's build it before decorating. I'm gonna go over here and start to build a stairway down. I guess right here is actually good, right by the forge. So I'll just go here and start to dig down. Door there. Write 20 jokes I can tell while digging a stairway down to write 20 jokes I can tell while digging a stairway to the deep caves. I should say mining instead. I bet ChatGPT will correct me, but I'll just try to get that right. Format the jokes as a list of... Format the jokes as a numbered list, and then format them as a list of strings in Python. Okay, and then I'm going to load this in to my Python text-to-speech reader. This will go a lot faster if I can have a text-to-speech reader. I call this the stairway to poor decisions and possibly diamonds. Mining stairs, because falling down a hole is only funny once. Every step I dig is just gravity's way of saying, "Are you sure?" Welcome to my basement. It's 60 blocks of emotional descent. This isn't a mine. It's a vertical commitment to curiosity. Carving a stairway to bedrock, because elevators are for cowards. Going down slowly so the creepers have time to organize a Going down slowly so the creepers have time to organize a welcoming party. They say success is a staircase, not an elevator. But I say it's mostly gravel. I dig until my torches give up before I do. I dig until my torches give out before I do. One block at a time. Like therapy, but with more lava risk. Sure, I could strip mine, but I'm building a legacy diagonally. This stairway's brought to you by paranoia and pickaxe durability. My fitness tracker said I've done 3,000 stairs. It's worried. If I hit a cave, I scream. If I don't, I spiral. It's not a spiral staircase, but it is spiraling emotionally. One stair closer to adventure, or to regret, hard to say. Okay, so we're now at a deep cave. I almost dug under myself. Classic mistake. and this might have been fatal at this height. This looks like a very big drop. So I'm trying to build a staircase along the wall. But it seems like I'm kind of in the middle of the roof. You know it's serious when I'm talking to my torches. If this tunnel had a soundtrack, if this tunnel had a soundtrack, it'd be minor key and muffled groaning. This is Minecraft cardio. Oh, I didn't have my sword equipped. I thought that pickaxe was my sword. This is Minecraft cardio. Down is fine. Up is the boss battle. Okay, here's some iron. Okay, better get out of here attacking, under attack. Whoa, there's a creeper right there. This is scary stuff here. Okay. I mine stairs the way I solve problems, slowly and increasingly in the dark. Well, at least that creeper kind of cleared everything out of here. creeper got the skeleton. Oh, but there's always more skeletons. Okay, so this is a new lead. I now have a new deep cave to explore. I think I've dug enough stairs. I now have a new thing to do, but I'll do that next time. Okay, let's actually clear out some of these resources. There's some nice resources along the stairway, and then I'm about to call it a day. Iron armor, making me feel brave until the warden shows up. You ever love a metal so much you make pants out of it? Smelting iron, the only time I feel like a productive adult. Oh yeah, and I also know where 4 more iron is. I can just go through this cave loop here to get some more iron. Should I grab the coal and the iron? Yes, let's grab the coal and the iron. Found iron. Suddenly I'm rich until the anvil bill hits. Now, is there coal behind this? I don't think there is. I did see it, didn't I? There was some coal on there. Okay, so now I think there's some coal on the roof. Where else is there? Any more? I'll assume those little holes are all mined out because I don't know why else I would be up there. Yep, looks all good. Now, this roof coal, I think there's actually a surprising amount of it. Pardon me. I thought there was actually a surprising amount of it here. Isn't there? No. Okay, there we go. That's all this iron. How much iron do I have? I think my biggest loss was a lot of the coal. There's a lot of coal. I had about 3 stacks of coal. That might be something I'll have to replenish because I do just kind of happen to know where all the iron is. You know what? One last thing I want to do today is fill in this trough. That was something I wanted to do. So some farming. I think some farming is a must-do because I need to get these beets and carrots and wheat growing at some point. So I've got 25. You know what? I have more iron than I did before that terrible death, and I do almost have 3 stacks of coal. We do kind of use the coal as we gather more coal, because there's a lot of torches to place down. So actually, I'm in a pretty good spot here. Maybe, in other words, I don't think it's too productive to be searching around on surface level mines. Surface level caves are not the most lucrative caves. We have to dig down to find the valuables. So I will use this plot that is hidden from the villagers for these other types of plants. I might need a hoe if I don't, if I run on this dirt. Okay, so what do I want to plant? I think I have the lowest amount of carrots, so I'll plant the carrots first of all. Then the wheat. This is such an itty-bitty mine here, or itty-bitty farm here. This is not going to give me very much. Okay, and then I'm going to need some beets, so I didn't use up all my wheat, but let's start on the beets. Maybe I want to start to section off the village and expand it out here at some point. Maybe I'll build a partial stone wall. I'll design what the stone wall looks like, but not fully complete it. And kind of, maybe there's a way I could connect it with the glass wall I currently have to expand it and kind of get some villagers over to the other side, which could be difficult because they have a bunch of potatoes in their inventory, and those potatoes could possibly overwhelm whatever other crop I want to grow. So I've got to like watch them plant the potatoes and then grab the potatoes up over and over until their inventory is empty. So here's what we've got overall. Place back the plants that I wanted to grow. I found 2 emeralds. I didn't get that copper this time, so I have no copper at all. I'm not feeling too bad about that. I hardly use copper. Maybe I should have put that iron in to start off with. What else can I do? While this iron... I can grab a bunch of potatoes. Let's grab a bunch of potatoes. I'll just grab all potatoes. They're going to have to completely start over all of the farms because it's too many potatoes. Maybe I just need to be a bit more mindful. I need to manually select what these farm plots are. As soon as I see them planting the wrong kinds of plants, then I'll just watch them. Like as this one plants potatoes, I can just follow this and grab the potatoes. That's what I'll do. I'm just going to clear out this farmer's inventory. Will they just continue to grow? That's probably enough. They're taking their time. Maybe I just need that one farm plot off site to make sure that all of the types of crops are growing, and then once I diminish all these potatoes, then some other type of crop can have a chance. It would be really nice to kind of have a casual mix. But looks like the potatoes just took over everything. Then I know there's a farmer who will want the potatoes, and they'll trade some emeralds for it. So maybe, see, this farmer is an apprentice. I could trade a bunch of these potatoes for emeralds and level them up. Is that what I want to do? Okay, this villager looks to be out of potatoes. Unless they're just having trouble getting out. Yeah, it looks like they're out of potatoes. Okay, so I'm gonna watch the experience bar. I'm doing quite well, White Gaming 10 on Twitch. Thanks for asking. It's not too much experience, but I guess I just have a ridiculous amount of potatoes, so I don't need to worry. Okay, you know what? Maybe that's enough, though. 6 emeralds. Now I've got lots of emeralds. I could trade some emeralds for some pumpkin pie. Yeah. And now he's on the next level for some cookies. 4 emeralds, or 3 emeralds for cookies. I don't think that's going to be a level up. I might want to trade some more of the super low level stuff, and that's going to be worth very little experience. But it'll give me emeralds for bigger trades. So I do have those. Maybe that is a level up, actually. How many is that? 5. 5 times 3. Is 5 gonna be enough to level this guy up? Journeyman. So is this gray how much it will expand? Yeah. This gray bar looks a little bit smaller already. That looks about the same. Not enough. It was not enough to level them up. Okay, and suddenly I don't have very many emeralds at all. Well, I still think that was worthwhile. I need to get my villagers all leveled up. Oh yeah, and this villager suddenly planted all those potatoes now. So I'll just grab the potatoes that I just traded. Not nearly as many as I gave up, though. And maybe I'll grab even more potatoes. You know, at this point, I'm almost like stuck here. Stuck playing. I'm addicted to this game because I was going to quit before I built the staircase down to the lower cave. Then I was going to end the episode after the stairway, and now I have some potato farming to do. I realized I have some farming tasks. I think this is gonna save me some... This is gonna be a good idea, though. I want to grab all of these potatoes. It's too many potatoes. And then I also want to fill up a water trough, and then for sure, that'll be enough. This is a fast farmer. They were ready to work right away. This one is also quite quick. I just emptied this farm. Is this the journeyman farmer? They may have... No, this is a different novice farmer. We just have unlimited potatoes. Okay, now this villager has finally run out of potatoes, it appears. That's actually kind of what I'm looking for. Beets, we're finally seeing some beets. I'm gonna leave those beets. Actually, do I get multiple? Yeah, let's actually plant these beets for a bit of a suggestion. More beets, please. Oh, are these... I saw some seeds and stuff. Was that different kinds of seeds? I would like them to start to... I did pick up wheat seeds. Looks like some wheat. This farmer is being a bit branching out. I like to see this. Wheat and beets. I'll just place a lot of these back then. Oops. Hopefully a farmer will get that for me. There we go. Now it's we're getting some mixed plants. No carrots yet, though. Maybe I should try to plant some carrots somewhere. And so, like I said, I want to fill up that water trough. I filled it. This will be the third time today because I keep dying and having to import my hardcore save backup. Here's the water bucket. And I learned something today. You can like skip a block here. If you fill up one water, it'll fill up two. See the water, I think this counts as full. This one is empty, empty, empty. So I can place this here and it's almost done. One more. Okay, that's nice. A nice little farm here. Now, when are these pumpkins ever gonna grow? I never see these pumpkins grow. I wonder... It's almost like they're broken. I get a bit worried that they're like broken or something. Is there a glitch? Okay, so that was also... All of that was to kill time while the smelting process occurs. So let's just take stock. A lot of the time I leave my coal in these furnaces. But let's just take stock about the coal and the iron, because the coal and the iron were my #1 missions today. I've got 3 stacks and change of coal, and I've got 27 iron ingots, and I do already have a full iron set. I guess I could have a shield. I don't know, for whatever reason, I kind of don't like shields. It's probably a big mistake. I like to keep my organic plant type stuff here. And I'll count cookies and pumpkin pie as that as well. So we've got, we expanded quite a lot, a whole new chest. Well, that could have gone smoother. Turns out, when you're playing hardcore Minecraft, Death isn't just a setback, it's a spiritual event. I died a bunch. My confidence took a hit. My backup saves put in overtime. But like a true cave gremlin with a pickaxe and a stubborn streak, I crawled back down, retraced my steps, and actually came out with more iron than I started with. Who needs dignity when you've got ingots? As for coal, it's the unsung hero. These cherry blossom surface caves are beautiful but needy. They burn through torches like I burned through backup saves. So coal's coming in slowly but meaningfully, like emotional growth or dripstone. Thanks for sticking around through the highs, the lows, and the lava-related existential crises. Next time, fewer deaths, more iron, and possibly a coal-based retirement plan.